Anybody who knows somebody, that they all feed their aura differently. They all feed their energy differently. There are certain friends that you go to that when you are feeling sad, when you're feeling abundant, when you're feeling hopeful, when you're feeling happy, when you're feeling whatever, right? There's certain people in your life that you attract into that. So I know that anybody I attract into my circle, because of how consciously, involved I am with creating and crafting my inner circle, okay, I attract certain people. So if you are in this, I know that you are going to have a very abundant month next month, okay? And I was talking to my queen about that, and I started to get the thoughts, well, why can't I feel that? Why is it that I can't have gut feelings about things, feel them and then listen to them? Many people do not. Many people ignore their gut feelings, even though that is the very thing that is telling you to do what the fuck you know what you need to do. You feel what I'm saying, guys? So since I listen to my gut feelings, since I listen to the little tingles and the little rattles and the little vibrations in my body when something is I know something is right, whatever it may be, we all know. Okay? We all know. So I was thinking to myself, well, what is the reason, what are some of the reasons why somebody wouldn't go with what they know, wouldn't go with what they know is right in their gut, spirit, energy, whatever you want to call it. There is a sign, signal, symbol, feeling. Okay? And then I started to think about, well, how can we feel what our gut is telling us? How can we listen to what our gut is telling us? How can we listen to our gut if it's always digesting? How can we listen to our gut if it's always talking, if it's always working, if it's not even telling us anymore, right? And that is why they get you to eat 3 times a day. That is why they get you to eat these foods that take 2, 4, 10 hours, 12 hours just to break down in the stomach, or just to break down in your digestive system. You start to understand why I talk about, it's not about mind control. Everybody knows mind control. It's gut control. Because your gut is your mind. Because your gut is your subconscious mind. Sub meaning below. Conscious mind up here, sub meaning below. Look at the gut. Look at beneath the soil. The underground. All synonymous. All the same thing. All right, that's what you need to work on, the shadow self. That's all controlled here. Okay? And that is why they control you with foods. And then, of course, they come in with the and then they get you with the news, media, the this, that, and the third that will affect up here and affect your conscious actions as well. But this one is the one that we are not mindful of. Okay? The ones that we are not mindful of. That's the subconscious. That's the gut. Your gut controls your mind. Your gut is your first mind. I call it the first brain. I always call it the first brain because this was the very first thing that came. We didn't grow from a brain downward. We didn't go from top to bottom. We grow bottom to up, just like everything in motherfucking nature. Everything in nature. Everything grows bottom up, from the darkness to the light. Subconscious to the conscious. The seed to the tree. The anus to the brain. All right, we all start off as an anus. Energetic before you get to the physical. The extraterrestrial before it gets to the terrestrial. You know what I'm saying? It all starts opposite of what the fuck we are focusing on. They talk more about the brain than they do about the guts. Okay? They talk about the light more than the dark. We got a bunch of light workers. We ain't got no dark workers, shadow workers. All that type of stuff. Everything is from, we are so surface level. Okay, we are so surface level. And this is how they want you. So now people like me make you consciously aware of it, and now you can consciously change it. Okay, you don't subconsciously change it, you consciously change it. You now take this part and say, I'm not going to do that because I know this does this. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these traumas that reside in there. I'm going to get rid of these responses that reside in there because it's all put in there by the ages of 0 through 7. I can know what the fuck someone is up to just based off of their childhood. Okay? How you lived. Most people are not consciously coming in and removing those seeds that were placed in the childhood, even though, well, the reason why is because we were just too young. We were just too young to consciously block out what's good, what's bad, what's this, what's that. It's just absorbed. Okay, and that's why parents are so important, because they come in just like the bear. They'll move their little cub to the side. That's the edge. You're about to fall. Just like us, we'll catch one of the kids when they fall. I'm a dad of 2, so I have my reflexes, right? But we are too young at that age, from that 0 to 7, so we just experience all this stimulation, all this information. We're sponges. You know how they call those kids? They call them sponges. If you have a kid, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Their minds are just sponges, and they're not consciously blocking out anything. So that is why repetition to a child that isn't consciously like monitored or filtered, audited, it is going to wreak havoc on that mind. So many people are living their lives from that 0 through 7 years. I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 100. Who knows a grandparent or older aunt or something like that that's super stuck in their ways? You know, I think we all do, especially if you're Latino like me. Like this, they're not leaving their cafecito. They're not leaving their oatmeal in the morning. They're not leaving their bread. They think this, they do this. Like, you know, they're super stubborn. They're old. That's just how they are, right? But no, it's just that they never consciously took out those programmings that they were set from 0 through 7. So they just relive that. All the trauma from the beatings, from the cheating, from the whatever it is, the whoopings, the screaming, you know, your parents saying bye when they leave the park because you don't want to leave. Traumatic as fuck. You become dependent because of that shit. A lot of things from 0 to 7. That's what's running in the life right now. That's what's running in society right now. Is angry ass children in adult bodies with adult capabilities and adults. You understand what I'm saying? Adult strength and adult this and that. We're just children. 0 through 7 hurt. Running the society as we know of. Okay? And when kids having kids, the blind leading the motherfucking blind. For sure. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? So now, right, here's the solution. Now you have to become conscious of these things. Now you have to become aware of these things. Right? Yes. Christine, I think it's Christina. Hurt people hurt people. Okay? Hurt people. That's all they know. And so now someone has to come with compassion. Just like you have compassion for the children. They're kids. They don't know what they're doing. You got to have that level of compassion. I think Jesus talked about it. Maybe Muhammad. All these people that you guys admire so much. They all talk about it. Okay, you have to have the compassion towards that individual. Regardless if they're 70 and they've been doing it their whole lives. You have to have compassion like they don't know. They know what they know. That is their level of awareness. They're doing petty shit. That is their level of awareness. They're doing hateful shit. They're speaking things behind your back. There's all that. That's literally their level of awareness. You cannot go down. You must have them meet you on the way up. You cannot go down and do something that is on that level of thinking. You have to have them meet you on the way up. And to get personal with you guys, I went to a gym and I was playing ball. And some dude, so funny that he told the only person that I know, and he's literally my brother, They told him, hey, don't pass it to him. He's playing soft right now. And I could have went down on his level, or I could have just, you know. So don't react to your outside environment as much as you do. Don't let things get in your way. Don't let things stay in your mind. Don't let things knock you off track. Don't let people get you as petty. Don't let people get you revengeful or, vengeful. So I say that to say this. It is about consciously now coming in. Okay, yes, it is all mind. It is all mind. Whoever commented that earlier. It's about consciously going in and changing that landscape. Just how you can go outside and change your garden. I don't want no weeds, what they call it, right? I don't want no weeds in there. That wasn't planted by me. That was planted by somebody else. I don't know why I have these fucking thoughts. I don't agree with those perspectives. I don't even, right? I'm going to now change that. Eliminate that trauma and bring in a new way of thinking. That's why affirmations are so important, right? But it's the same thing on the physical side. Same thing on the physical side. You could be eating something traumatic, or you can be eating something healing. Just like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, I can come at you and give you something traumatic, or I can give you something healing. Your parents can either yell at you and hit you, or they can just talk to you and conversate with you and keep patient and calm. Go from that approach. Something is either going to give you more, a bigger hit as far as acidity, or something can do the exact opposite. Something can bring in alkalinity. It's the same thing, all right? There's only two sides to life here, guys. Up, down, left, right. Everything's just opposites. Okay, so now you have to consciously come in and remove those negatives, that acidic, that trauma, that whatever you want to call it on that side of life, and replace it with the next, with the opposite. That's what it's all about. Okay, so you consciously go in. Let me block this weirdo real quick. So I want you guys to understand that your conscious mind is where you come in. How do you influence your conscious mind? How do you use your conscious mind to now influence the subconscious? First, you make yourself aware. Then you start uprooting. All right? You start removing, you start figuring out, shedding light on these dark situations in your life. That time where that person hit you, that time where that person raped you, that time where that person did this, did that, whatever. And you consciously know that is not me. That is not who I am becoming. That is not that version of me. The reason why you snap back at people is because your parents snapped at you. Or the reason why you do this to people is because, you see what I'm saying? What do you want? Know what you want. And imagine yourself having that car, that partner, that life, that health, that whatever. And you have to be honest with yourself. Is this belief, is this addiction, this habit, this thought process, this emotional reaction, this whatever, this level of health, is that in alignment with that person that I see myself as? Or that person that you're working towards? Or you know what I'm saying? Is it in alignment? If it's not, if you know, then that's when you have to consciously change. That's when you consciously change. If it's not going to align it, if you're dreaming of getting a Lambo or a Porsche and you're going with this $1 piece of food because you're too cheap to buy the $5 even though you know it's way better, that's not in alignment. Not to say waste your last $5 on whatever, but you know what I mean. It's about the mindset. Are you living in abundance even though you're trying to become abundant? Okay? That's just something I wanted to share with you guys. I got to go inside in the warehouse and get some stuff done. I appreciate you guys. If you guys missed the beginning of this, it's going to be uploaded to our YouTube Life the Plant Way TV. Okay? Over on the profile page, just hit that little Instagram button and it pops up. All right? Beautiful people, beautiful people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful song. I wish I was here to listen to it all. YouTube. Thank you for speaking truth. I appreciate you. Thank you. Much thanks to all of you.